YouTube, welcome back to another Warzone tips and tricks video. Today we're gonna be breaking down an Urzikstan squad gameplay, teaching you the do's and don'ts of the team that we're spectating as well as the enemies that we kill. What this does is it puts you in the mindset of random players. That way you can either A, learn how enemies play the game so you can kind of adjust to it. At the same time, if you see mistakes that they're making that you might make as well, you'll be a little bit more aware of it mentally. So when you're playing, you can start adjusting to make your gameplay better. You guys are new to the channel. We do tips and trick breakdown of viewer submissions, my gameplay, as well as randoms, because at the end of the day, analyzing just my gameplay alone is not gonna help you guys get better. All right, so we're gonna be starting off with sideways. They are split right now. Looks like they're going for the intel contract, maybe. Not really sure exactly if this is what they're trying to do. Let's go spectate another teammate. All right, so we're all kind of split right now and we all have vehicles. So maybe they might be a 4-man squad and this is just the strat that they have. I'm really not too sure why they would land separated like this. It doesn't make sense. Also, third person spectates the weirdest shit they've ever done in the game. But yeah, I don't recommend this at all because look, right now we're going for a most wanted bounty. And if you guys play this game, you know that most wanted bounties are how players love to get their loadies fast. You get a lot more money. Plus on top of that, dude, the odds of you being actually a solo in quads this early is pretty slim. So right now, Poppy seems to be chasing down the most wanted. He could be a solo. It could be a quad. If you guys have the capability to take on possibly a 1v2, 1v3, 1v4, by all means, go with the flow. If you want to push them, I'm down for it. But if you need to ask yourself and be honest with your own gameplay, can you take on a 1v4 honestly? And if the answer is no, this is not what I would recommend doing. But here's zipline to our right hand side as well. Because right now we have $20,000 and we're not together. So if you're like, I want to go loot a different compound so we can get money, cool. But again, you're going to run into the risk of actually getting annihilated by a potential full squad. And then the money you did gather is all gone. All right, luckily Poppy was able to skate out of it. And we're going to go in for the melee. Now that was a crazy concept. Look, there are two tips I'm going to give you guys. One, do not ever melee. And I know a lot of you guys panic melee. And I know a lot of you guys panic melee like this guy did here. But this is a position where you just want to hip fire your gun, right? He had the right follow-up, and then he ADS and almost got it. If he wouldn't have meleeed this, he would have been able to get the kill. Also, dude, look, he just kind of ran at the enemy. Just play the corner. I'm going to rewind it one more time. Just play the corner, right? We see the enemy, just ADS, hip fire, and get the kills off. When you see him, you have to rely on your action time to not just sprint towards him. Because all this is doing is hurting you more than it's helping you. And I don't know if this player had a team. Doesn't matter. He couldn't even handle 1v1. And that's one of the reasons why I really want you guys to play solos if you're just going to be running off by yourself. Again, you might think the strategy of splitting and getting money is a good idea, but to be fair, it's not. Now, when it comes to the stashes, I'm all for you guys splitting. One of you land here, one of you land here to get these two, and one of you land here. And again, I don't really want to teach you guys that holding hands is the best strategy because it really isn't. You want to play together and not be stacked on top of each other. So when you get in gunfights, the enemies don't see all of you guys together at the same time. Maybe they'll see one or two of you and the other two can just hit them by surprise from the side and just really learn to pinch the enemies. But we'll get into that when it comes to the gunfights. And again, here we are, Poppy in a regain situation, marking vehicles. And you might think this is smart, but I'm begging to differ right here. And I don't think these players are bad. We really haven't seen much from them yet to analyze that. But Green's in the midst of it right now. He's cracked with no plates, lays potato chips all the way across the map. And again, we have yet to get our loadie and free loadouts here. So at first I thought that getting the loadie was their mission. It might be, it might not be, but this is where we should have landed. We should have just all landed here. Again, pay attention to the timer. Even if you're coming back from the ghoulie, which is what Poppy just did, just float, wait for the loadie and then land on it. But again, landing at buildings together is going to be the best way you guys get your money. You want to land at a massive compound. Even buildings like this will help you guys out drastically. And trust me, I do have the third person spectate camera in my settings off. The game just said, nope. I don't think Drake's going to survive this. He's just floating in the water next to the whole team. And again, we're just going to basically have to fight this. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the fact that people are dying in our squad and no one is changing the way they play. If you guys have a strat in mind and it's not working, I highly recommend good follow-up with the other gun. Unfortunately, it wasn't reloaded and you missed out on this kill. If the strategy you and your team's not working, switch your strategy. There's really no reason to keep rinsing and repeating the exact same shit you guys are doing day in and day out. I mean, you're gonna try to shoot him in the face? Nope. All right. All right. I wish they make the physics of driving a little bit better so players would actually be forced to jump out and chow. This dude's got a shotty. Get on the high ground and shoot him in the face. There's just still a guy right on us. Why are we ADSing at a... All right, ended up sniping in the face. JK. I'm about to troll the shit out of this kid, and he got a kill. I love how we're like super focused on the execute, which I'm down for. But look, again, scan around you. You don't know who's around. Fortunately for him, the entire server's playing like this squad. Split up. And we've still yet to get our loading. If you guys are trying to get easier lobbies, just solo queue. I solo queued in the quads, which is why we're spectating when we're spectating. So if you want to practice your solo duos, solo trios, or solo quads, definitely solo queue. It's going to bring down the SB minimum of the lobby because you will be by yourself. But Drake goes down again, and here finally it looks like yellow and pink might be linking up. 100%. What the fuck? These guys are playing too similar to each other to not be in a Discord call or a party chat. We've got bodies all over the bridge. We've got vehicles everywhere. And here comes a split. Now notice the counter UAV to the left-hand side. Not sure exactly what we're doing. I don't think this team's going to win the game. Just plain and simple. I don't think they're going to win at all. Now, this team probably won't win because of how they're playing. It's all cute right now, but once mid-game comes in and you have to lock in your teamwork and start playing a smaller zone, this is when they're going to collapse. Poppy goes in, by the way, by himself. Yo, you are getting shot in the face by multiple players. Why are we sitting out in the open ADSing on enemies trying to snipe them in the head? And again, right now we're taking... Okay, dude, we've pissed off two teams. Team on pink, this building here. Team over here. We need to get out of this area. We need to push one of these guys. We have vehicles, we have smokes, we have ways to get there. Definitely push. The last thing you want to do is play this area and get shot by these guys when you're trying to challenge them, and then get shot by these guys when you're trying to challenge them. It's just a very, you're pinched. You're pinched between two different teams. Not to mention, this game is a game of third, fourth, and fifth partying. Get out of this area before you get shot in the fucking back. Oh, shooting at each other now. Got our right-hand side. Pay attention to the mini-map. This guy's clearly not. Still not even looking. Still, like, no fucks given. Not even like, hey, who's over there? You got an angle on me? Nothing. Nada. Zip. Weird. We got shot by him. Weird. And pink slaying front of the vehicle. I mean, I don't know what the hell we're watching right now. This is some wild boy shit right here. And again, look, play how you want to play. If you guys want to have fun, just do what you do. I literally play with weapons that aren't even meta, so I get it, right? If you want to have fun, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're here to try to get better at the game, dude, please, for the love of everything that is holy under the sun, stop playing like this. Read your mini-map, play situations, play together, pick one fight and go for it. Do not put yourself in a position to get pinched. And for the love of God, stop just driving around the whole time. I just want to point out the fact that an entire team has been doing nothing but driving vehicles, and no one has more than 2 kills. And it's not about kills, but kills do kind of dictate your skill level to an extent. And we pull up to a random area. Green here as well. We need to help green out. I love the fact that, like, we're just sitting here looting. Poppy's pinging people across the fucking map. We've got a vehicle pulling up on us, a counter over us as well. All right, now we're together. Let's see if their teamwork actually happens. And these guys are driving vehicles too. What lobby are we in? Everyone's just sitting around driving and we're looting. Big dog, look. If you... No. Lock it the fuck in and play. They're all weird. This is why you lock it in. This is the exact reason why you lock it in, bro. You have no idea what the hell's happening, right? We pulled up here. There were shots being fired at us here already. The counter was already here. Then on top of that, 2 more vehicles pulled up. So either A, the guy that was already here, his team collapsed on us, or B, multiple teams came here. So you need to play together. And I know y'all might be like, Savage, he only has 2 plates. I don't give a shit. Your teammates need help. You need to help them out. Stop sitting here looting. Because now it doesn't matter how many plates you get. These guys are going to absolutely shit down sideways his face. He needs to make a break for the zip. This is just, at this point, it's survival, right? I want you guys to fight, but dude, you clearly fucked that up when it was a 3-man. Now that you're solo, just get out of here, dude. Just get out of here. You don't have enough money for the buy, and even if you did, don't go there. Just take the zip and get somewhere better. Get better position. Loot somewhere else. There's not much loot here anyway, so the odds of finding plates is basically 0. Recon drone going up too. You guys saw that. Again, pay attention to shit, and here we are looting. Man, motherfuckers love their loot, dude. Get out of here, bro. I want you guys to fight aggressively, but you can't practice your aim if you're fucking dead, right? Okay, they nailed it. Are we gonna camp outside the zone? Is that what the game plan is? Sniper glint, yeah. All right. We need to run, and now we waited too long. We might make it out. Yellow's over here, he's lost. Is he swimming? You're a madman, bro. You're a madman. All right, again, look at the separation, right? There's no communication with this team, or they just, again, have no idea what to do. Yellow goes down, not surprised there. That's why we call them a madman. Take the zip and dip. Common mistakes we're seeing from this team that most of you guys make. 1, no teamwork, no comms, no planning. A lot of you guys just run around playing the game, and that's it. There's no strategy. There's no communication on what do we do if the circle goes here? Where do you guys want to post up at? None of that, especially mid-fight. They lack communication and teamwork when it comes to fighting, which is the most important time. They stay split off, but when they're together, they still don't fight together. So now I understand why they split, because they just don't have that teamwork lock-in. And you can't say they're randoms because they're not. They were doing the exact same shit, splitting, driving vehicles around, just the same exact dumb strategies. They also failed to get their loadie. They also failed to get loadie money before the loadie came in. And here we are just YYing while we loot. This is awesome. Yellow in a fight right now. We need to go ahead and get to him and help him. Okay. Multiple, one above us. Oh, his sensitivity is so high. If you guys have sensitivity that's high, it's fine, but you have to be able to use it. And this man right here is not able to use it. Running into the doors, not being able to fucking lock onto the enemy. I mean, dude, when we went to turn on this guy right here, even though we were dead, like, we overshot him by a mile. This is the center of the screen. We had no chance in hell. Use whatever sensitivity you guys want, but I'm telling you right now, if your sensitivity is hindering your movement and it's hindering your aim, either one of those, you need to start messing with it and adjusting it. Otherwise, your gameplay probably looks like this. Oh, also, if you guys are struggling with stick drift or anything like that, make sure you guys check out aim controllers. They just came out with Hall Effect joysticks. They're joysticks that don't have stick drift. Use code Savage at checkout to get a massive savings. We bought one the other day on stream, and literally with $300 controller, we saved $98. So you can get a huge discount no matter what price you guys build at. I'll leave a link in the description below. Check it out, guys. Build your dream controller today, and also get away from stick drift. And normally I would fly back to the same team, but after what we've been spectating, it's kind of a second chance. We're not going back to them. And here we are moving on to a trio squad right now. We've got Low Karma, we've got Calamari, and Kamaji. We are in a regain, I think all of us, and landing away from the gunfire, which is smart. Now, this rotation won't be easy, because if you look at the mini-map, we're landing outside the zone. We're landing in an area where we have to cross a wide open street, but there's some decent buildings we can kind of jump to, so it's not impossible. It's probably the best play to do, honestly. So I'm not against it, but you do need to notice the portable buy next to the buy. Why do you guys do this? Hold on to it, because if you get to end game, you're on a rooftop, that buy is going to be awesome. You can buy streaks, you can buy your teammates back, you can buy so many cool things. I just don't understand why players are like, there's a buy station here? Fuck it, another one. That's unfortunate for yellow. All right, again, same situation, 2 different teams. These guys playing separated. We got a chopper chalk, dude jumps out on pink, and here we are doing nothing. We need to go ahead and play it up. Maybe the last team was actually better. Kamaji's not surviving this. It's unfortunate. So there's really not much he can do. There's clearly an enemy team separating us from the zone. That's way better than we are. Since we were separated, we can't fight them as a squad. And taking zip, no matter where we land at, we're probably dead. All these buildings at this point in the match will be accounted for. And even if you're like, you know what, I want to zip somewhere else, you got to zip to buildings you don't think players are going to be at. All these buildings are going to have squads at them. No doubt about it. I'm not really sure where we're going. Okay. No. Fuck no. Playing quads. All right, these guys are at least decently together. Pink seems to be pressed, so he's moving back towards us. We're moving up towards him. So far, the similar mistakes we've watched in these teams is they don't play together. Moving on to the third team, they're actually kind of working in the same area. We need to be careful though, because these guys are locked in on them, which I'm for. We need to make sure we have somewhere to protect us from the back, right? So right now we're playing the fence and we have no cover in case we get shot from the rear. So what I would want to do in this position is move my way up to this warehouse. That way, if I get shot in the back, I can kind of play these things right now, or get to this little warehouse over here and just shoot at these guys. So again, my back is prevented from being shot. Just food for thought. And again, as a sniper, you guys don't want to be ADS until the enemy is actually visible. When you guys ADS, notice your FOV now. Notice when we ADS how it closes in. It really robs you of seeing enemies running to the right-hand side or left-hand side. And I get we see the ping right here. I get it. But again, when you see the enemy leave the area, it's going to take you a split second to ADS and be able to get the shot off. And that's really what I want you guys to do as well. Also, since we're speaking of being ADS'd, I want you guys to notice enemy jumps right here and we don't shoot them. That's just being tunnel vision. You're looking at your scope and what's inside of it. And you're not able to actually see what's outside the scope. Decent shot, honestly. I wouldn't have minded him following up that grenade through the smoke. Oh, Oswald's. All right, let's go back to this real quick. So at first, Oswald's just sitting there with the pistol. I didn't say anything because I'm like, dude, you got a pistol. There's not much you can do, but there's a body next to us this whole time. So why, when we were sitting here like this, why didn't we go ahead and already grab this shit before we started spectating them? That way, when their team does push up, we can have a gun to push with them. But instead, they push up by themselves while we sit there and loot. Now, I'm not sure of the outcome of this fight, but it could put us in a position to be really fucked. I love the fact that our other teammate, while their squad is dying, Oswald's in a drone. Oswald, brother, come on. You got 9 kills, bro. Act like it. I'll be honest, I'm surprised about the shots because his game sense is basically 0. I mean, maybe he just woke up. I don't know. But again, we're staying super tunnel vision on loot. We're not reloading our gun. And there are more enemies around us. So I don't know what the hell is happening with your boy's gameplay. Game sense is at an absolute low, but his shots are on point. We'll see what happens, man. We do need to make a play for the buy. I think we could secure the buy, and you want to get there early. I don't care if there's a team there or not. I want a squad. I want my squad back. We have the money. Let's go ahead and get that. Reticle placements, questionable, but not the worst I've seen. I watch a lot of other streamers. I'll just pop into random streamers' streams, and their reticle placement staring at the ground like this. Guys, I don't care if you're a streamer. I don't care if you're playing as a hobby, just for fun. You're playing drunk with your friends. Raise that reticle. Make your aiming a lot more reactive by aiming to the horizon. Just snap to enemies instead of trying to drag it from the ground up to their face. All right, making a break for the buys. Now, you know there's going to be a team on the hill, and honestly, the hill would be a great place to play. When it comes to end games, I like to play the edge of the zone most of the time. It depends on the situation, where we're at. That's why I post so many videos, because every situation dictates a different strategy, but I wouldn't mind the ridge right here. We got a team on the ridge. That's exactly where I'd want to be at, and they're going to be watching this buy station without a doubt, so we're going to need to smoke it, and we're going to need to play the fuck out of it. Nice knock. Another guy crossing the street. So real quick, this guy gets knocked. I don't know if he's on his team or not. I'm just assuming he's on the team. But if this man is a part of this squad, you got to be very careful. If your teammate goes down, you got to bounce back. Also, even if your teammate doesn't go down, I don't know why the hell you're pushing that hill by yourself. There was a whole squad up there. But it could be the squad on the hill. I don't know. It could have been a failed push, and he's like, fuck that, going back. But again, pay attention to Pink. Pink has a guy. We have a guy down in here. We have another guy on the mini map. Pink could push into a 1v2, but it could also be a 1v4. There's a lot of coulda, woulda, shouldas. We don't know the full story, but because we don't know the full story, we want to fight the same fight. The last thing I want to see is Pink jump in there and die. Trigger discipline. If you don't see the enemy, stop shooting your gun. I like the fact we came in here. Again, I want to find the other Ping. We killed the guy that we knocked, but we didn't kill the guy that's up. Enemy footsteps to the left. Oh my! I mean, there's not a tip and trick in the world that'll help this player ever get better. Period. There's not. It's a video game. If it's a 1v4, I don't care. If it's a 1v4, you gotta try your best to peek. Right? Pink literally left us and pushed around the front side of the building to clear it. Pink at this point wraps around. So if this man would have peeked us right here because of the separation, he could have got a knock, and he could have maybe not peeked, but he'll never know. Because how he wants to play is this his whole life. My man spent $20 to sit in a corner to die. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Guys, stop playing like that, man. You might get a kill here and there. You might get lucky, but I'm telling you right now, you're never going to get better doing that. Now, questionable why your boy yellow and green would land over there. I told you guys, I love playing the edge. I want this. I like this. I don't mind this at all. But we're here and they're there. He's knocked. We're here. Play together. That's good. The moral of this video is just play as a squad. You don't have to stack, but you need to be fighting the same fight. Look, green's down. Yellow needs help. Let's go ahead and get to him. We're now on a rescue mission, right? This team has unfortunately put us in a position where we have to leave here and we need to push over there. So I don't know what the hesitation is. He's about to bleed out. Yellow's about to die. We could sit here, wait for a single buy, but we do have 2 smokes. So I would smoke the street. I would smoke my teammates to help them the fuck out. Or we can sit here and reload our gun and aim at them. I nailed it. Beamed. Again. Also, make a decision. We can kill the easy kill here, or we can go buy back our other teammate and hopefully he land on us. Now, I know that Lodi's there, but again, communicate with your squad. We have smoke grenades. When they were landing in, but yo, come smoke the fucking buy for us so we can get our Lodi safe. Again, just play together. So now we have the guy landing on our left-hand side and this enemy here smoked up. I think he's 2 tunnel vision on this fight instead of playing the match, right? We have half our plates. We're putting ourselves out of cover. We don't even know if another team's to our left-hand side or not. And we're just tunnel vision on this guy when there could be an entire team up here. And I say could be, there is, because your boy Green just died to him. Good nade. Enemy now on a rooftop. Again, we need to make a play for the buy. We have a buy in front of us. We do have 2 smokes, and we're doing the same play we just killed a guy doing. And great on the enemy shooting us through the rooftop. Again, not playing together, not communicating, and not playing for the res in your life is what got this team killed. If they all would have landed together, if they all would have landed here, we could have worked our loadout, got the loadout, or our teammates could have taken these guys' loadout. Most people use meta weapons. But again, no communication. So no matter what play you did, it was fucked from the get-go. All right, moving on to Forja. Oh, it's Oswald. I was like, bro, these names look familiar. Weird, right? If this is the first team you're spectating, I want you guys to notice one guy's alive. Absolutely weird. Now, he could play for the buy. He's got a smoke grenade. He could go for the buy. He could get a teammate and 2 plates. But we're going to sit here and zigzag on the edge of the gas for God knows what reason, dude. Bro, I don't care if you have high load or what. You're going to smoke it? Jesus, bro. But the fact that he's not even attempting to try is what really irritates the shit out of me. Every strategy I say is not a guaranteed win. It's not. It's just prolonging your life and your match longer. That way you can hopefully work your way into a better spot. All right, moving on to bot. Get a nice little knock. You got 9 kills, about to rock 10 if he gets that XE. And they're playing a good gatekeep. Great knock again. And look, again, pay attention. I know he's in the middle of the fight right here, but the moment your teammate goes down, bro, you have to hear the sniper shots. He's not going to know based off his call outs because he's not going to be able to call it out yet. His reaction time's probably not that fast. But when he hears the sniper shot to the left, he needs to play accordingly. Good teamwork, though. And again, this is why I tell you guys, don't stack together, but play together. These guys are relatively close, but they all are at a different angle, so they're able to completely blow through the squad. And just like that, this team's able to win. And we only got to see their teamwork a little bit, but just that one fight of them collapsing the way they did just shows perfectly how to play together without stacking and why it's beneficial. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe today, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.